Good morning, Mr. Manuel. Correct me if my
Hello.
spelling is wrong. Chaing Choi.
Kaingkoy.
Kaing Koi.
Kaingkoy. Yeah.
Kaing Koi. Okay, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Sir Ibno, right?
Yes, Ibnu.
Okay. Oh, your room is still room number 4.
Oh,
I
I'm
think we are
sorry.
assigned to room
I'm sorry,
number
I'm sorry.
5.
No. My room is room 5.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
I
So
will
I would
amend.
like to welcome everybody to our next round of presentation for this group 5. And we have 5 studies in schedule for presentation. So for the presentation and the question and answer, or maybe giving of insights and reactions, will be done right after every paper is presented. So I hope that's clear for the presenters to follow. So I believe the rest of the presenters have prepared their videos already, and we're just also will play it individually. Is that right, Mr. Just transferred to another room?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Emmanuel. I don't know why.
Anyway, okay. So first off, our first presenter with the title Android Applications Improve Students Minimum Competency Assessment, presented by Supandi and Vidya. Let's welcome and watch their video, prepared video.
I'm sorry, Mr. Manuel. Uh, the presenter not give us the video presenting. So maybe the presenter can
So are
presenting
they to
live.
present it live?
Yes.
Actual?
Okay.
Okay. Let's have them. Let's have Supandi again and Vidya. The time is yours, ma'am, sir. Or maybe they are not ready. Can we proceed to the next presenter? Are they around? If not, I'm referring to the first presenters. Are they around? For the first title, Android application to improve students' minimum competency assessment.
Okay,
Are they
maybe
not
we
here?
yes, not here. Maybe we can continue to the next presenter.
Okay, thank you. So let's accommodate the next title entitled Retention, Satisfaction, and Motivation Enablers of a Higher Education Institution in the Philippines Amidst Teacher Migration. So presented by Client William Malinaw from the Philippines. Sir? Sir William, are you around? Does Sir William have a video, sir? If no?
Maybe the same with the first presenter, Mr. Manuel. It's not around.
He's not around as well.
And the video is not give to us too. Maybe the first
It's all right.
presenter.
It's all right. Anyway,
Okay.
we'll just accommodate those who are here, and we'll jump to the next presenter, the third paper entitled Leadership and Employee Behavior, the Mediating and Moderating Role of Cognitive Trust and Organizational Culture, to be presented by Ijaz Aslam. Is he here? Still not around? Or maybe they are having a difficulty getting into our room?
Yes.
Or shall we wait for 2 minutes? That might be the case. They have not entered our room yet, just in case.
Or we jump to the next presenter, Mr.
Okay,
Emmanuel.
okay.
Maybe the Miss Hannah already here.
Miss Hannah, the fourth presenter. Okay, the title, Entrepreneurial Activity for Integrating Mathematics, Art, and Social Science into Society. Our presenter is Miss Hannah Irene Parhosip from Indonesia. Ma'am?
Yeah, hello. I'm audible.
Hello. Yeah, you are.
Okay. So, do I need to present my PowerPoint manually, or because I have sent the my file, and then I expect the organizer will what is it, will show for us this time.
Yeah, whichever is comfortable and convenient to you, ma'am. If you don't have the video, or if you cannot find the file, you can have your PowerPoint presentation.
Okay, so I share my PowerPoint, yes? Okay, let me start. Thank you for the opportunity for sharing my work. After so let me okay, let me open firstly. Yeah. The slideshow. Okay. So wait. It's not nice to present my voice here. So let me remove the record clear narration on all slides. Okay. So from beginning. So this is my research. Actually, it is my research together with my team. Hindriyanto Dwi Purnomo, Didi Budi Nugroho, and Mrs. Isriarsi Sabtuti Kawuryan. She's now around in the room. So the paper entitled Entrepreneurial Activity for Integrating Mathematics, Art, and Social Science into Society. So this research is funded by the Ministry of Research, Technology, and Higher Education Indonesia under the grant of PUPIK year 2022 and UKSP. PUPIK is a kind of entrepreneurial activity in the university. So now let me show the problems that we have in the university. That research conducted at universities often has not had a significant direct impact on society. So the reason is that the researchers at universities are generally only involved in the development of the youth science in the research. On the other hand, the Indonesian government wants real downstreaming between the carry out research and the direct benefits of research for the community. So the government also expects the results of the research as part of campus entrepreneurship involving various partners, academicians, and students. Then also we, as a mathematicians, the use mathematics as entrepreneurial activity has rarely been done in universities. So government also has a target that research projects that need to be released, and the development of campus entrepreneurship is necessary. So therefore, this research is conducting research related to the manufacture and development of products from mathematics to carry out campus entrepreneurship. So we develop our own methods to achieve the goals for solving our problems above. Mainly, creating designs from mathematical formulas. Actually, we have done in the last 10 years. And then products also done by small enterprises who collaborated with us. And we make a social engagement with communities to introduce our approach and also to popularize mathematics into a modern way. And then we also need promotion skill to entrepreneurial. In this case, we have to do digital promotion and also to get more people to know our approach for doing entrepreneurship. We join competitions already started in 2014, and then we use the result from the next competition and so on. And then this last 3 years, we also asked to government by this support, this funding, to how to maintain sustainability. In that case, we work with our mitra or our small enterprises also to consider or to responsible for the marketing. So the idea of our result, based on these two products, we have the name called Batima, Bati Innovation of Mathematics, already registered in the Innovation Business Center Indonesia in 2016, and also Odema, Ornament Decorative of Mathematics. Actually, this is the first product, Odema, Ornament Decorative Mathematics. But then people love to have a batik with mathematics rather than these ornaments. Therefore, now we are more producing batiks and more massively. So you see here some pictures that are some results that describing our approach. So on the left-hand side, you see that these some motifs or designs based on mathematics, namely are called hypocycloid curves, and then mapped by complex function, and then printed on glasses or tote bags, and also could be designed for an accessories for the girl here. We also have another approach for our design by using a server. It's a software made by a researcher in Germany that I met on 2016, and then it is very easy to use. Even for students can work with this. So therefore, I use this software called Server for creating surfaces called algebraic surfaces, and then this becomes a three-dimensional surfaces based on these motifs or designs. Then we can also make our ornaments or even accessories. Last year, I have accessories from silver, and this year I made accessories for from golden, because from silver, when we use it in this year, we need to maintain such that the quality good enough. And then on the right-hand side, you see that some batiks, also printing or stamp batiks, or also hybrid of that. Yeah, on stamp batik and hybrids. So here also we use on the last this year we have Sogan batik, where the motifs are taken from mathematics. So in the following video, you will see the result from our project from 2020 up to 2022. I hope it gives you perspective in entrepreneurial activity for integrating mathematics, art, and social science into society. But this I haven't had the title actually, so let me go to the YouTube. I hope I could find because it is unexpected. What is that? This unexpected way of performing my video. It's just now made because it's for a report. Tema called PR5 is it is a summary of this. You can also find
Isana, or I can help you to show the YouTube video.
Ready?
Ready?
Fine?
Yes.
Okay. So let me stop. Yes, please.
Is this right?
Yes, correct.
Creating mathematics as a ornaments, as a batik motifs, and then this activity based on mathematics that I'm doing, creating mathematics as a ornaments, as a batik motifs, and then this activity also sold in the tourist place called Dusun Semilir, and also we make an enterprise called Civic Garisma. Now we are in the room of our productions here. As we see some pillows and also some textiles here, and with this ornament. These productions are supported by the Ministry of Higher Education. We are also working together with some small enterprises around the city to create this textile into the ready-made and also made from printing and also from by hand. And I'm doing this activity also helped by some students from undergraduate mathematics.
Batima menjadi bagian dari sejarah batik yang memadukan ilmu matematika menggunakan aplikasi Surfer yang menghasilkan motif batik yang cantik dan menarik.
Yang kami gunakan saat ini adalah Batima Trisectic Black and White.
Odema merupakan inovasi yang menggambarkan persamaan parametrik dengan fungsi kompleks yang divisualisasikan dalam bentuk 2 dimensi dan 3 dimensi.
TPU-PIK, Batima dan Odema yang diketuai oleh Dr. Hana Arini Parusip telah dijalankan selama 3 tahun dan sangat berarti untuk mendukung kami sebagai mitra, yaitu Inkubator Teknologi Bisnis UKSW atau Intekbis UKSW di dalam menjalankan hilirisasi inovasi di UKSW. Batima dan Odema saat ini telah berhasil membentuk badan hukum yaitu CV Garisma sebagai saluran channel inovasi atau hilirisasi inovasi yang mendukung hilirisasi inovasi di UKSW. Beberapa hilirisasi inovasi contohnya adalah penggunaan Batima atau batik matematika seperti yang saya gunakan ini menjadi seragam di beberapa unit di internal UKSW ataupun komersialisasi di eksternal UKSW. Selain itu, Odema atau ornamen berbasis matematika juga menjadi souvenir-souvenir untuk tamu-tamu yang datang ke UKSW ataupun dijual di luar UKSW. Maju terus Batima dan Odema untuk mendukung hilirisasi inovasi bersama Intekbis UKSW.
Selamat datang di Valhalla Cafe dan Resto. Produk Batima Odema karya Ibu Hana. Ini sangat menarik karena ini merupakan motif matematika. Bisa dilihat di sini rumus dan formulanya menjadi batik seperti ini. Sangat luar biasa dan menurut saya ini sangat unik karena menjadi nilai tersendiri. Dan saya berharap dengan adanya produk Batima di Valhalla Cafe dan Resto akan menjadi pengetahuan untuk customer Valhalla supaya mereka mengenal bahwa batik tidak hanya dari motif Jawa, namun ada juga yang bermotif matematika. Saya berharap Bu Hana tetap maju ke depan dan bisnisnya menjadi lebih baik lagi. Terima kasih.
Saya Yeti Arum, penjahit di Purwokerto, bermitra dengan Ibu Hana dan tim dalam kegiatan PPU-PIK dalam 3 tahun. 2 tahun masa pandemi dapat tetap produksi karena adanya kegiatan ini. Selain itu, adanya customer dengan jahitan Batima dari Salatiga dan sekitarnya. Tahun ini kami bermitra dengan suatu toko dan salon untuk mitra pemasaran. Kiranya kegiatan ini dapat berlanjut agar Batima bisa tersosialisasi lebih luas lagi.
Okay, thank you. That's my presentations. I hope you all enjoy for this afternoon my presentation. Thank you. I return to the moderator.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Hannah. I like so much the creativity, the innovative ideas integrated in souvenirs and ornaments as well. Just a few questions. Just a confirmation, a question for confirmation. Is your research considered research and development?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Well, it's already 10 years started. The idea is that when as a mathematician, normally we only have a laptop and then presenting our result on the laptop. But then students was asking what to bring for doing promotion mathematics to the people. So always we just bring the laptop. It's not nice. And after 20 years, we are working as a lecturer in the university. And then this also, fortunately, government again now consider how we do entrepreneurship. So therefore, we got the funding for presenting our idea how to promote mathematics, for popularize mathematics to people in just an easy way that they can touch, they can work with, they can use it on their daily life. Something that's
Thank you for confirming it, Ms. Hannah. I was just wondering what sort of data or data sets have you collected upon, conducting this research? Were you interviewing them? Were you asking their feedback, whether they like it or not, or they appreciate it so much, whether it is attractive to them and something like that? What was the kind of data set you have collected out of this research and development project?
Yeah. In maybe in another article in the last 2 years, we have such kind of observation, survey that what the response from the society for the people for this kind of idea. So normally we have where is that for mathematics with fractal, for example, that's already well known, but we use only simple idea. What mathematics we have, we just presented something like that. So yeah.
Okay. If that was the case, it could have been, you could have presented data, how you analyze this data from maybe the interview or feedback or the data collected from the observations you made, you conducted. So I think that's missing. That part is missing in your presentation, and
Yeah.
I understand this is a research and development project, but we would expect that there's some analysis of maybe evaluation or reaction, feedback from the end users of these innovative products.
Yeah, I'm doing very limited on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you for presenting your project. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Let's proceed to the next presenter for the title Implementation of Blended Learning Model Using Schoology Application and Mathematics Learning. Let's welcome Lisa and Siswe. Ma'am? Lisa? Or sir, if not, do they have a video?
Professor, if you allow, may I present? Ijaz Aslam.
Are you using PowerPoint or a video?
Yeah, PowerPoint.
PowerPoint. Okay, go ahead.
Abstract. Okay, sure. Thank you very much. First of all, I'm very thankful to give me opportunity to present in 5th International Conference on Education and Social Science and Research. Today, my presentation topic about leadership and employee behavior, the mediated, moderated role of cognitive trust and organization culture. The leadership is the process where employees' needs such as self-esteem, safety, and self-actualization are fulfilled by the leaders, and such things enhance the moral values of employees at the same time. When an employee has a high level of satisfaction, he or she has a constructive attitude toward work. On the other hand, when an employee has a low level of satisfaction, he or she has a pessimistic attitude toward the work. This means that if he is very motivated, then he will perform well and he perform his task very well. Otherwise, he will try to move somewhere else. Okay, he will try to find out the other opportunity where he can find out a job, another job. Mr. Slim has also asserted that banking sector employees have grievance against their manager, which result in high employee turnover. Moreover, it is emphasized that lack of trust in leadership and poor leadership create a problem for the banking sector, employees resulting in leaving jobs and poor task performance. The role of employment has retained considerable, specifically in the service sector as a bank. The banking sector is the backbone of any country and it is significantly contribute to the economy. The nature of banking sector job is complex because every operation of the banking sector has a significance for the progress as well as for the financial strength of the country. The unique nature of the bank made more responsible and compatible during the time of distress. So all of these things make the importance about the leadership in the banking sector, because if there is a good leadership, then definitely the employee perform well at the time of distress. Just like in Pakistan, here the people are facing so many challenges. Before there is a COVID, after the COVID, we are facing the flood and other major disaster in Pakistan. And so all of these disasters, so they need a very good leadership. The purpose of my study, this study aimed to explore the mediating and moderating role of a cognitive trust and organization culture between leadership and employee behavior in terms of task performance and turnover intention. These are all of my hypotheses: mean leadership, cognitive trust, organizational culture, and organizational culture is a moderating variable, and cognitive trust as a mediator. And the outcome about the mean that leadership about all of these variables, they impact on the employee task performance as well as the employee living behavior, turnover behavior. So the data of my study it's the primary data, and I got the data from the bank employees. The population about that all Islamic banks in Pakistan. There is 5 full-fledged Islamic banks and around 16 Islamic bank window that are operating in Pakistan. So I sent my my instrument to the around 700 people. Out of 700 people, around 560 people response to me. Out of 560, only 543 responded. Sorry, the question paper are usable. So that's my total sample size is 543. I choose a random sampling technique and use the smart PLS. So I employed structural equation modeling to analyze the effect. So first of all, I checked the reliability and convergent validity of my data. If you see the composite reliability, the range of composite reliability is 0.91 to 0.95, as well as the AV is more than 0.50. So it also shows that the data is reliable, and the Cronbach alpha is more than 0.7. So it means that data is reliable and convergent validity is valid. If you see, these are the structural equation model, the result of the structural equation model sends results. Here you see the leadership impact on a cognitive trust, and the cognitive trust is behaving as a mediator, and its impact on the task performance as well as on the employee turnover. If you see organizational culture is behaving as a moderating variable. Here there is a direct impact. If you see cognitive trust impact on employee turnover, it is a significant relationship, and cognitive trust has similarly have a significant relationship with the task performance, positive and significant relationship. And similarly, cognitive trust has a negative relationship with the employee turnover relationship. Leadership has a positive and significant relationship with the cognitive trust. If you see the moderating effect, task performance, organizational culture have a positive and significant relationship with the task performance. There is a result about the mediating variable about the cognitive trust, leadership, cognitive trust, and employee turnover. You see it has a negative and significant relationship with the employee turnover, and the leadership and cognitive trust has a positive and significant relationship as in the with the task performance. We found a strong spot for the cognitive trust to intervene and mediate positively between the relationship of leadership with employee task performance and turnover intention. The implication of my study is that the study provides the basis for the academicians using the characterized leadership using to reference leadership in the employee performance and employee turnover. The finding will be beneficial for the banking managers looking to promote leadership effectiveness and promote task performance to reduce employee turnover behavior. Our findings suggest that leadership should be aware of the importance of both cognitive-based trust. It will be enhance employee desired work outcome. Trust enhancing transformational leadership strategy should therefore be incorporated within leadership development programs. Moreover, the mediation and moderating of findings suggest that leaders should adopt different approaches in order to stimulate different desired workplace outcome more effectively. In general, if an organization aims to promote employee task performance, leaders should focus more on their interpersonal relations with followers rather than look excessively at a task-oriented relationship. Our findings serve as a guidance for the managers as to where, in attempting to achieve beneficial effect, they should allocate their resources in order to promote a certain type of employees and trust. That's all from my side. If there is any question, please. Yes, Professor.
Mr. Manuel, you still mute?
Sorry. Okay, congratulations, Sir Ihas, for a very good and sophisticated research entitled Leadership and Employee Behavior, the mediated and moderated role of cognitive trust and organizational culture. Sir, I was overwhelmed with 8 or 7 hypotheses you tested in this project. Have you considered that number, or because you can publish this work in a separate journal or separate articles, no? Because it's overwhelming. The information is overwhelming. I should say that because of several hypotheses, you can break it down. By the way, what does the result imply? Imply for, let's say, the employees? I believe you have indicated in your paper the implication of this result to the managers, to the CEO, to the owners of the business in the banking sector. What does this mean to the ordinary employee?
Right, Prof. Actually, there is a bit more hypothesis, but that are needed to address all of these hypotheses. As per your questions, for ordinary employees, definitely for the ordinary employees, every ordinary employee, they have some leader, they have a supervisor. They are also behaving like leaders. If they behave well, definitely the subordinate employee, they perform well. If just like there is a very good example, just like if you behave well and even though you can pay to them little less a salary, they prefer to do a job in that organization. If you motivate to them, definitely they prefer to do more work over there. If they have a less motivation and they have a hard work and they have not a good organizational culture surrounding by them, the other employees, definitely they will try to move. Instead of they try to perform, they try to move, they try to search another job. Definitely all of these circumstances, all of these things, ultimately reduce the performance of that organization. Specifically for those countries who are facing some challenges like Pakistan, if they have a more trend about the people switching to the other job, definitely their organization will suffer.
Okay, thank you, sir. Are there other questions from the audience? You may raise the raise hand button if you have questions. There will be none. Okay. Again, congratulations, Sir Iyas, for coming up with a very complex. Yes, sir. Dr. Chika, do you have any question? We cannot hear you, sir. It's kind of choppy. I'm so sorry, we cannot hear you. Maybe it's my connection or your connection. Am I audible, Mr. Ibno?
Yes, Mr. Manuel.
Okay. Okay. So I would like to encourage Dr. Chika to drop your questions on our chat box. We'll read it later for the presenter. Thank you. Let's proceed to the. Do we have the other presenter, Sir Ibno, who missed to present earlier?
Maybe the last presenter from Miss Siswi. The presenter is here.
Fifth one, the fifth paper.
Yes. Miss Siswi.
Okay. Yeah. Let's welcome Lisa and Siswi for the title Implementation of Blended Learning Model Using Schoology Application in Mathematics Learning.
Okay. Sorry, there was a signal problem.
It's all right.
Permission to share the screen, everyone.
Are you sharing your screen, ma'am?
Okay.
We cannot see your presentation. Sir, if not, does she have
I'm sorry, sir.
a video?
Okay. I'm sorry, sir. I tried on cam, but does not work. How do I edit?
Yeah, if you have a PowerPoint prepared, instead of the video, you can have the PowerPoint presentation, ma'am.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Siswi Fani. On this occasion, I will discuss about implementation of blended learning model using Schoology application in mathematics learning. Okay, go on. Okay, number one, preliminary. First, the development of science and technology is closely related and cannot be separated from the development of the underlying disciplines, one of which is mathematics. Schoology is a learning management system that allows teachers with students through various interesting features. Teachers can help students understand various mathematical concepts by taking advantage of the various learning features provided by Schoology. The discourse forum available on Schoology allow communication between teacher and student to be more interactive because the platform is similar to social media. And second, learning through the development of education technology that will utilize the blended learning model. Okay, a thinking skill are needed in the problem-solving process, which is part of mathematical literacy. Through mathematics, students can learn how to think creatively and mathematically. Based on the 2013 curriculum currently available in Indonesia, critical and creative thinking needs to be improved. Mathematics education is based on the selection of education approach, models, and procedures that can accommodate the growth of the technology for millennial students. And then the implementation of blended learning requires media that can facilitate various online learning activities, one of which is Schoology. Okay, such thinking skill are needed in the problem-solving process, which is part of mathematical literacy. This is one of the popular factor for the new learning orientation called student-centered learning. One of the implementation of student-centered learning itself is the existence of blended learning-based learning. SWIS is a form of learning that combines face-to-face learning and online learning. Okay, next. And purpose. The objective to the use of blended learning are number one, supporting the development of students in the learning process. Number two, providing opportunities for teacher and student to learn independently that are effective, efficient, and continuously growing. And then number three, increasing the flexible offsetting study schedules for students using combined face-to-face and online learning. Sanders Kosairi relates that there are many advantages of blended learning when applied compared to using e-learning and learning as well as conventional learning. Several studies also explain that the application of blended learning is more effective when compared to learning or conventional learning. Some other objective of this blended learning research example, students are free to view material independently and utilize materials that are already available offline. And then study a free discourse using student or teacher outside of face-to-face learning hours at school. Terus, teacher can manage and control student learning activities outside of face-to-face learning hour at school using Good. And then teachers are free to add material and enrichment via the internet. And next, methods. The methods used in this article is to use qualitative research methods. The characteristic of student analysis in this study include student learning patterns, student learning independence, student cognitive abilities, and student ability to operate gadget or the internet. The tests of data analysis in the study include validity test, reliability test, test difficult level, and classic estimate test includes normality test, multicollinearity test, homogeneity test, and then hypothesis testing was carried out using the related test and multiple linear regression analysis. And then result and discussion. Based on the results of information processing from the research results, it is concluded that the blended learning education model can share the effect and increase the mathematical problem solving students who use conventional education on student mathematical problem solving skills. Namely, in the final achievement results, a mathematical problem solving skill of students who use the blended learning model are better than students who use conventional education. Based on result of the study, it can be concluded that the use of Schoology learning media affects student learning outcome to increase. The mathematical education feature of the Schoology-based blended learning model for training self-regulates learning is considered valid. This method comes from the evaluation of 4 validator who create an average value of total validity of lesson plans of 4,52, which is listed in the type of very valid, and the average value of the total validity of teaching material of 4,48, which is listed in the type of very valid. And the next conclusion. Studying at home or online learning, policies implemented at a level of education in Indonesia will force students and teachers to learn about technology. And then the readiness can be seen in the lesson plan, the learning facility and infrastructure, its implementation, as well as the learning evaluation system. And then based on the results of information processing from the research results, it is concluded the blended learning education model can share the effect and increase the mathematical problem solving skill of students who use the blended learning model better than students who use conventional education on student mathematical problem solving skills, namely the final assessment results. Okay. That's all for my presentation today, and thank you so much for your attention, and thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Siswi, for the presentation, wonderful presentation. May we hear the audience for their questions, insights, reactions, suggestions, recommendations. I think Dr. Who was that earlier? Is willing to share. Is Dr. Sika back this time? Sir? Okay. So if there is none, then I will throw first my questions to Siswi. Ma'am, I think you mentioned about qualitative in your methodology, and you also mentioned about regression, and I think these are two conflicting designs or methods, or designs or methods. Are you saying that you are employing mixed methods research in your design? Siswi. Hello. Siswi. Just to confirm, are you using a mixed methods research, or are you using pure quali or pure quanti? Because along the way, especially methodology section, you mentioned about quali, at the same time you mentioned about regression. So which is which?
Okay, thank you, sir. My method is descriptive qualitative.
Descriptive qualitative, but you mentioned also different tests, right? So by the way, what were the data sets you collected for your study? Have you conducted or implemented or administered tests? Have you utilized observation? Have you employed interview or other data sets or data collection methods? Or were you only using questionnaire or survey questionnaire? What was your methods of data collection po? Just to confirm, so that I can give you a guidance as well on how to improve your paper. By the way, before you, okay, go ahead.
Okay, use observasi, questionnaire, and then interview.
Okay, we wish to see the results of those data, not the results in table, or maybe a summary of it could be better. So if you could have reflected it or these results in your presentation, we would appreciate it. But I think if you can add that in your full manuscript or full study before publication, so you also fix your methods or methodology section aligned to the questions you have or aligned to the objectives you set for your study. So for that, thank you so much. And still you can improve your paper, and the paper is promising. Congratulations. Do we still have other presenters, sir? If no?
No, Mr. Manuel.
No
And
more?
our time is up.
Our time is up.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. So I think there are no more presenter for our room. I think there is none. Okay, no more. So for all the presenters, thank you so much. And Sir Ibno, thank you for assisting us in this room for hearing the presentation. And those studies are very promising, and we are excited to read all those studies published online in digital or digitized journal. Thank you so much, and see you at the plenary. Are we advised to go to the plenary, sir, or are we good to go?
Sorry, Mr. Manuel, we can take a picture first.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
That's great.
the participant or the presenter can on the camera. We will take a picture before closing. Okay, I will count it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, once more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, Mr. Manuel.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, for the another participant, you can join to another room if available. If not available, you can close the room from room 5. Thank you for the attention. I will close the room. Good.
Sir
Yes.
Ibno,
Yes.
can we stay? Both of us can stay.
Okay,
Because
you
we
can-
advise